I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. I said, "You're not getting the billion. I'm going to be leaving here." And I said, "I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money." Well, son of a got fired.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk a doubter, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Hi. You want to look at that again? Let's look at that again.
I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. I said, "You're not getting the billion. I'm going to be leaving here." And I said, "I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money." Well, son of a got fired.
Now, you got to think now. You got to really think about this. You have to think and look deep, delve deep into the mind of the oppressor. And the Democratic Party, they are the oppressor. Now, before I continue, this video is wholeheartedly supported and endorsed by Wild Bagels. Get your bagels from Wild Bagels. The address is right there on your screen. Anyway, that's where I got this hero from, by the way. Oh, that's so fucking good. Anyway, what I have to say about this is that you have to delve deep into the mind of the oppressor, okay? The imperialistic, colonizing oppressor. The people that want to put the innocent in chains and have us baling cotton the rest of our lives after we worked hard for our own sovereignty and independence. Anyway, as I was saying, when you look into that, they'll use bully tactics. They'll go deep into their bag of tricks, and they will strong-arm leaders of other countries to handle their affairs a certain type of way, or they won't help them with a budget to arm themselves against an enemy. Turns out our government is making modern-day Russia an enemy on purpose. They're not doing it on their own. They're being pushed by our government. And our government is being run by oppressors, imperialists, and colonists. Not to mention communists, formerly known as our American Democratic Party. So Joe Biden strong arms the previous leader of Ukraine, gets him to fire an investigator that's investigating a highly corrupt energy company upon which his son works, or for whom his son works. And dangles a bunch of money in front of them and says, "This is money that you were supposed to get, but you're not going to get unless you fire this prosecutor. Prosecutor gets fired. Ukraine gets their money. Everybody's happy except the American taxpayer, of course. The American taxpayer who also saw their money. And this really happened. Pallets of U.S. cash, U.S. taxpayer dollars in cash, going to Iran, an enemy country. And let's not also forget that Ukraine isn't even a democratic society. They throw their political opponents in jail. They throw people who question how they run their government in jail. And if they're American, the American embassy does not save you, at least not under this corrupt, compromised president whose name is for sale, Joe Biden. Democrats are evil. They are scumbags. And this is before I even get into, and I am going to do a whole story on this, the brutal murder of Lake and Riley, who did it, how they got here, how long they were here, and try to find out why in the hell this fuck wasn't deported. But that's another story. This one is about how corrupt Joe Biden is. How he only cares about the almighty dollar. And how much of that his influence brings. And, how his son's above the law. His son could do all kinds of drugs, discard lethal weapons, and not pay any consequence for it. But they go after innocent human beings like Donald Trump. When are people going to wake the fuck up?